Richard A. McDonough is the President and Chief Executive Officer of America Responds with Love. This nonprofit organization was founded in 1989 and focuses on finding and helping those who are overlooked in our country. He is a graduate of Temple University and has been nationally recognized for his philanthropy. President George H.W. Bush described him as the third point of light for service to the American people. The National Conference of Christians and Jews presented him with the Gold Medallion Mass Media Award for outstanding contributions to the better human relations and the cause of brotherhood. Mr. McDonough is a catalyst for change. He constantly uses new and innovative means to inform others and help those in need. He is passionate about reaching out to those in both urban and suburban areas. His newest project focuses on creating educational opportunities for those less fortunate. He plans to create a network of 125 small libraries and computer labs in educationally underserved areas. He has truly played a vital part in the success of the Episcopal Academy Can Drive. Please stand to greet Mr. McDonough.
Thank you. If you'd like to be seated. I wanted to report back to Episcopal on what you achieved during the past year from the Canned Food Drive to give you an idea of what the potential is even more in the future. In years past, when you collected food, it basically was collected here, went to an agency, and then you got a thank you letter, but I don't know if you ever heard exactly what you did to change people's lives. So I wanted to give you a couple examples. In Kensington, some of your food was used for elderly veterans. The way we found those individuals was through a group in Bucks County that deal with veterans truly in need. And they identified some individuals in Kensington who, because of pride and dignity, would never stand in line, would never actually go around and say, please give me food. But if another veteran handed them the food, they would gladly accept it. In Spring City in Chester County, we gave boxes of food to the local police department. Now, if you think about it, most police officers see the worst part of society every day. They have to deal with criminals, or they have to console victims. A lot of times, though, when they're dealing with the victims of crime, they don't always have the solutions to their problem. We gave them food from Episcopal. They found 3 families, 2 families, both the husband and wife were working. The third family, the wife was working, but they didn't have enough food for their children. Episcopal made a difference. In Germantown, we're working with St. Barnabas's Pantry at St. Luke's Episcopal Church. They have gone without food from normal food sources. I believe it was 3 out of the past 5 months. Episcopal made a difference. Probably the most unusual, at least I think for many adults, would be the fact that we've been providing food to the Pennsylvania National Guard. If you see on the news when men and women are coming back from Iraq or Afghanistan, and you see the parades welcoming them home, and you see people thanking them for service, whatever they might think about the particular wars, they recognize these individuals are giving their time and talent to protect us. We did a project over in Chester County with the National Guard where we had individuals from Montgomery County do community service. And I'm sure nobody in here has ever gotten in trouble, so you will probably never have to deal with a DUI or deal with a situation where you have to do community service, not because you want to voluntarily do it, but because a judge tells you. But we had some individuals who had to do community service. And they packed food from Episcopal in boxes, and then it was handed to National Guard troops. The 6 individuals that packed the food watched as 3 individuals, 2 women and 1 man, in camouflage, wearing the uniform of this country, were invited up to the office of the commanding officer and handed a box of food from Episcopal. To think that that occurs in the United States, most people would think that just would not happen. That if you serve your country, you come home, that at the very least, you wouldn't need to worry about food. So that's the types of individuals we're trying to get assistance to. By the steps you guys have taken, you've been able to give that resource to us, and then we've been able to use our techniques to find the people who fall between the cracks. My understanding is you saw Father Andy Klein a couple weeks ago, and he talked about the situation in Africa with some of the individuals who are in dire straits. I talked to Reverend Squire earlier this week and explained how small the world is. Many people in this room probably don't realize that earlier in this past decade, the United States brought in about 12,000 Muslim Somali refugees into the United States who had been targeted for murder. These were individuals that looked different, were considered different, and the solution for the people in charge was to kill them. The United States and other countries intervened to help protect. When some of those individuals would arrive in San Antonio, Texas, we would end up housing them in hotels until foster care families could come forward. Reverend Andy Klein is the pastor at St. Augustine's Church in Norristown. They are coming on board. They will be using some of the food. So the world can be a rather small place in the sense that the steps you're doing are actually having impact elsewhere. The other thing I wanted to let you know that the leadership in this school, you're encouraging others to come on board. Some business leaders have already been doing stuff, and they've been doing it quietly behind the scenes. Wheezy last year was leading the effort. Her family, the Shakarian family in Chester County, provided storage space for the food, and they are doing that again this year. We've had a bank in Willow Grove come on board and said, we can intervene, we can help rape victims in eastern Montgomery County. So the steps you've taken behind the scenes have had impact with other people. We have a lady who is an insurance agent in Baltimore that is using the example of Episcopal to implement something similar there. I would specifically like to ask you guys if you are willing to take the example of Haverford and Episcopal and Agnes Irwin and find other schools in Delaware, Chester, Montgomery, Bucks, and Philadelphia counties to say, we will match what Episcopal is doing. We will follow the lead. I think there are others that would find what you've done to be of exceptional value, and I wanted to personally say thank you to you. I appreciate it.